Hi, this is Emma, and welcome to Esoteric Detective. Recently I was doing some research into simulation theory. Since there has been some speculation in the Mandela effect community about what could be causing the changes to our reality, if indeed they are not just false memories. One argument is that we might be living in a computer simulation of some kind. That is, we are not really in a physical reality. Indeed, a number of serious scientists have put forward the theory. And recently scientists found evidence that this might in fact be the case. If you don't know what simulation theory is, I have done a longer introductory video on this, which will be placed in the description. But for now, let's move on. So, what new evidence has been found? Well, one of the key arguments to prove that we are in a simulated reality is that the world simply does not exist when you are not looking at it. That is, it does not have any need to exist. And since any advanced technology evolves from saving energy, not having reality exist when you are not viewing it would save masses of amounts of energy. Unlike a real reality, where everything exists all the time. In a simulation, it would only exist some of the time. And with this in mind, scientists performed an experiment proving this to be true. That our world does not exist when we are not looking at it. That is, physicists at the Australian National University conducted what is known as the John Wheeler's Delayed Choice Thought Experiment. The experiment involves a moving object that is given the choice to act like a particle or a wave. Common sense says the object is a wave or particle, independent of how we measure it. But quantum physics predicts that whether you observe wave-like behavior or particle behavior depends only on how it is actually measured at the end of its journey. This is exactly what the Australian team found. It proves that measurement is everything. At the quantum level, reality does not exist if you are not looking at it, said Associate Professor Andrew Truscott. According to the rules of quantum mechanics, the boundary between the world out there and our own subjective consciousness are blurred. But now it seems it simply is not there at all. Unless you observe it. Unless you try to measure it. This lends weight on the idea that we might indeed be in some kind of super simulation. That is, something or someone made something which we are inside. We just are not aware of it. And this could, if the Mandela effect is real, explain it. That is, how is our reality changing, or at least changing to those with the Mandela effect? For if we were inside an advanced simulation, then information could be changed, just like a computer programmer can change lines of code. So if we are in a simulation, then what kind of simulation would it be? How big would it be? Well, we may never know the answer to that. It could just be humanity that are part of a shared simulation. Or it could just be you, listening and watching this video. Or it could be the entire universe and a billion trillion life forms within it. Some have claimed that the moon itself is not real. That it is a hologram. Others have said, NASA has never left Earth orbit. It can't leave Earth orbit. And has never gone to the moon. Although these are conspiracies, you might say, they all can be entertained in a serious way, if you do think we live in a simulation. Because if you wanted to simulate humanity, let's say, then why extend the simulation outside the planet? You could in fact place some kind of invisible dome over the planet that would not let anyone pass. Maybe you could just reset the simulation and run it over and over through the ages and never have the humans leave Earth orbit. You could really do everything and anything you wanted. Since time inside the simulation could be anything. A trillion billion years inside the simulation could only be moments outside it. What do you guys think? Do you think that we are living in a computer simulation? As scientists now say there is evidence for? Or do you think that we are just seeing patterns where there are none? While you are thinking about that, I just want to thank you very much for taking part in the poll. Ed has made a new channel for himself. It's called The Outer Dark, and a link to it will be placed in the description. Ed will be covering darker topics on this channel, in longer detail. Most videos he expects will be 10 minutes or more, but they will come out less often. He will be putting videos on it over the coming week. His first video will be on mass vanishings of people throughout history. I will not be posting much on his channel here, only very rarely. So if you want to keep up with what is happening with his channel, please check out his channel and subscribe. But whatever you decide to do, make sure to stay tuned and subscribe to Esoteric Detective to keep up to date with the strange and unusual. And please give a thumbs up if you liked the video. And do let me know what you think in the comments section. Until next time, goodbye.